Page 40, pass the sugar, please. This is a study in moving the left hand over the right. We've already been doing that some. This gives you a little more practice at it. So we got what? 4/4 time, 2 flats. We're in the key of B flat major. So it's time to do my scale on B flat major and the scale on G minor, because it also has 2 flats. You as well do the arpeggios. Now if you don't know the arpeggios or the scales, you just go up 1 octave. Learn it first. Then once you're comfortable with the scale, then you can go 2 octaves or the arpeggio. And the right hand is pretty simple, just 8th notes. Just make sure you get all the B's and E's flatted, because they are. And if you don't want, on the second line, if you don't want to go 1/4 up here, you can go here. Just keep in mind on the next measure, you come up here. Third line, E natural. Okay, so much for the right hand. Left hand's got all the goodies. You're starting here and you're coming over here, treble clef. And 1 note in the bass, treble clef. Bass, treble clef. Bass clef, treble clef. I'm getting confused. Don't confuse me. Now, a couple things. On the fingering, you're going to use 4 or 5 for the bottom note. It's up to you what you do, don't care. But on these top notes, now if it ends with a black key like this, you're kind of stuck. So you get 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4, fine. But in the second measure, when you're here, and it ends on a white key, I suggest you end on a thumb if you can. The reason is because now you're a little closer to this bottom. You're not, if you're here, you're further away. I can get further, so it's then I'm coming down. It's again, thumb, if it's a white key, end on a thumb, so you're a little closer to where you want to be. Because some of them you're moving quite a ways. And the last measure, the B flats here. I do a little finger here so I can reach that octave. You can use 4 if you want, but you gotta move for that. So if I can just put my hand for those last 2 notes, I'm set. I don't, so 5. Then I don't have to move it again. Now we get to the hard part, or the fun part, and that is looking at the music or looking down. You gotta look down to see where the left hand is going, but you gotta look at the music to see what's coming. So it's kind of you have to plan this out. So at the beginning, I'm looking at the first 2 notes in the left hand, know what they are, so I can look at the keyboard and play them. Then I'm looking at the music to see what the next notes are, and the first 2 notes in the next measure in the left hand. And so when I get there, I can look down at the keyboard and play those 2 notes in the left hand. And I'm doing that on every single measure. Now you also got to look at the right hand, but you can glance at the right hand and see what they are. The right hand isn't going anywhere, it's just changing notes occasionally. Then you got to check that too. As far as articulation goes, you connect these. These notes, play as connected as you can. You can't, but do it. They're not short. They're gentle. It's just a pulse. Speed, well, that depends on how fast you can do it accurately. What can you do accurately? Allegretto's typically between moderato and allegro is a fun speed. I don't know if this is fun or not, but it's the idea. But it has to be your allegretto, not mine. So what can you do accurately? What can you do accurately? If your speed is this, that's good enough. It's whatever you can do accurately. This idea of looking down and looking up and crossing over, this will come as time goes. I wouldn't spend a lot of time on these pieces. Don't get hung up on it, because you're going to get this kind of thing in other pieces later on. You'll get better at it. Yeah. Just try and get the idea of being able to play it all the way through with no hesitations or nothing. At whatever speed it takes, it doesn't matter. Now they've added pedal here to kind of connect everything. Otherwise, you don't need pedal. You don't need at all. You can. I they've added pedal, and it's regular overlapping like we've been doing. It's going to smear it up. And if it gets too smeary, then we got to change the pedal. So I'll push the notes down and then the pedal. Change the pedal after I play the notes. Get the idea? I've tried different pedalings out. I don't like any of them. I think that you're better off without pedal, but if you're going to go ahead and pedal it, just pedal it the way they're showing is fine. Be careful here because the tendency is going to play that right hand too loud. You get tense up. Keep the right hand in the back. We don't want to hear the right hand. We want to hear what the left hand is doing. Yeah, we want to hear the left hand here, so keep the right hand out of the way.